Anthology, Book 16. Things do not start well. Venus, or Aphrodite as she was originally called by the Greeks, was a primordial creature, said to have been born out of an endless black night before the beginning of the world. Ancient Greek poets and mythmakers told this ghastly story of her origins. The earth goddess, Gaia, sick of her eternal, joyless copulating with her husband Sun, the sky god Uranus, sex which left Gaia permanently pregnant, their children trapped inside her, persuaded one of her other sons, Kronos, to take action. Gathering up a serrated flint sickle, Kronos frantically hacked off his father's erect, rutting penis and threw the dismembered phallus and testicles into the sea. As the bloody organs hit the water, a boiling foam started to seethe. And then something magical happened. From the frothing sea spume rose an awful and lovely maiden, the goddess Aphrodite. This broiling, gory mass proceeded to travel the Mediterranean from the island of Kythera to the port of Paphos in Cyprus. But despite her violent and salty start, the young goddess, as she emerged from the sea onto the barren, dry land, witnessed a miracle. Green shoots and flowers springing up beneath her feet. The radiant, enigmatic creature, followed by comely desire, was quite a sight to behold. She set on her skin the garments which the graces and the seasons had made, and dyed in the flowers of springtime. Garments such as the seasons wear, dyed in crocus and hyacinth, and in the blooming violet, and in the fair flower of the rose, sweet and fragrant, and in ambrosial flowers of the narcissus and lily. Cypria, Fragment 4. Aphrodite, an incarnation of fecund life, was accompanied, as she made her flower-sweet progress through the dusty earth, by gold-veiled Horai, the two Greek seasons of summer and winter, spirits of time and of good order. Born from abuse and suffering, this sublime force is being described to us not just as the goddess of mortal love, but as the deity of both the cycle of life and life itself. Aphrodite is far more than an attractive figure on a Valentine's Day card. This is how many in ancient Greece explained Aphrodite's birth. It's a story with some variations. An alternative myth suggested that Aphrodite was the daughter of the king of the gods, Zeus, and the sea nymph Dione, that was told and retold across the Mediterranean world. The ancients had a vivid mental picture of how their supernatural goddess of love and desire was conceived. Her psychological imprint was evident. But what about her physical trail? What does the archaeology in the ground reveal about the historical inception of Aphrodite and of her adoration? As we might expect, the material evidence offers a compelling alternative to the myth. Yet the truth of Aphrodite's origins is almost as strange as the fiction. On the island of Cyprus, there's a record of the celebration of the miracle of life and of the sexual act long before the classical Greeks conceived of a voluptuous blonde they named Aphrodite. The life-giving powers of a spiritual, highly sexualized figure can be found in the formidable form of the so-called Lady of Lemba, a quite extraordinary limestone sculpture. Over 5,000 years old, this wonderful creature has fat, fructuous thighs, a pronounced vulva, the curve of breasts and a pregnant belly, and instead of a neck and a head, a phallus with eyes. The Lady of Lemba is in fact a wondrous mix of both female and male. I've had the privilege of studying this lady outside her glass case. 30 centimetres tall, she pulses with power and potential. Found lying on her back, surrounded by other smaller figurines, the Lady of Lemba is intriguing. a distant ancestor of our goddess of love.